Let's take a look at some factoring review. In this example, we're going to take a look at x squared minus 9x plus 14. And to start factoring this, we're going to go ahead and look at the factors that multiply together to give us 14. So we've got 1 times 14 and 2 times 7. Make sure you make the entire list of factors that multiply together to give you 14. And we're going to select the option that's going to add up to 9, which in this case would be the 2 and the 7. So when we go to factor this, we're going to create 2 sets of parentheses. We can go ahead and put x in the first slot. We'll put our 2 and 7 in the second slot for each of those. And then we have to worry about our signs. Right? We have a plus sign here at the end. The only way we can get a plus sign at the end is if we had two signs that are the same. So they either had to be both positive or both negative. All right, we want to take a look at the sign in the middle. In this case, it's negative. So we're going to pick the option that both of these would have to be negative numbers. Right, and you can always check your answer by multiplying this out. Right, if we multiply x times x, we're going to get x squared. X times negative 7 will give us a negative 7x. For our inside pair, we've got negative 2 times x, which would be a negative 2x. And our outside pair here would be a negative 2 times a negative 7, which is a positive 14. We combine our like terms. We're going to end up with the exact same expression that we started with. And that's what we wanted, right? So this would be the factored form of our trinomial. Let's go ahead and take a look at a second example. This time we're going to be factoring x squared minus 6x minus 16. And we'll start the same way. We're going to list our factors of 16, which would be 1 times 16. We have 2 times 8, and we also have 4 times 4. At this time, we want to pick the pair that subtracts to give us 6. So we're going to pick the 2 and the 8. And we'll go ahead and set up our sets of parentheses. We'll put x in the first slot. And we've got 2 and 8. Right, this time we have a negative sign here as our last sign. That means we have to have one of each, right? Either positive and negative in the order that you see them, or negative and positive. And we need a negative 6. So in this case, our negative sign is going to go with the bigger number, which in this case would be the 8. And positive will go with our smaller number. Okay, and you can always check your work by multiplying this back out. Right, x times x will give us x squared. X times a negative 8 will give us a negative 8x. And our inside pair will give us a positive 2x. And if we multiply our last terms here, this will give us a negative 16. All right, go ahead and combine your like terms there in the middle, and we'll get x squared minus 6x minus 16, which is what we started with. Okay, so this would be our factored form of this trinomial.